How is it that you manage stress and stay focused? Well, the most important thing with stress is that understanding how much damage it can do to our health and the aging process it will put on us. So for example, I'm 74 years old and I know I only look 40 years old, right? I'm kidding.
You fooled me.
The point I'm trying to make is what we need to do is keep stress away, keep stress out of our life, or minimize it as much as we possibly can, because it has a huge negative impact in our decision-making process, but also our overall health as well. And one of the ways I tend to be able to do that is when we're looking at a situation, and often stress comes from pressure, the pressure of doing things in a short space of time or making certain decisions that have high consequences, and we're under pressure to make those decisions or manage a situation. But generally, there'll be a number of things that'll be outside of our control in any one situation, which we're also trying to manage, which we can't because it's outside of our control. But what we're doing is bringing that into our calculation, our thought process. What if this happens? What if that happens? If they do this, then if that happens. And then we can't control those things, but ultimately we're creating a very stressful situation for ourselves. So what I tend to do is look at what can I control in a situation and which bits can I impact in order to get the result that we want to try and achieve. And accept there's some things we just cannot control. We're going to have no control over those things, and by worrying and stressing over them, it's not really going to carry any benefit or help in terms of the outcome that we're trying to achieve. The other thing that I will also do is compartmentalize my time in terms of what I'm trying to do to increase the productivity and stay focused on a task. So focus is really the attention that we have. And people talk about, hey, they can multitask, they can spin a million plates at the same time. The reality is there's no such thing as multitasking, because what happens is that the individual's brain, the way that it works, it processes a single task. And then when you go off to do another task, effectively it stops one task to start another one. So the way this works is they stack up the tasks after each other, as opposed to doing multiple tasks simultaneously. Now, a computer might be able to do that because of the way they work, but as a human being, although this happens very, very quickly, we might be thinking we're multitasking, but the reality we aren't. So let's say we're in the process of writing an email out, a proposal to somebody, and we're writing that email out, we're spending 20 minutes preparing that, and then we look for an image that we want to include in there. We go on to Google, and then you get a Facebook notification. Then you think, I'll respond to this message, and all these distractions. We're thinking, oh, I'll quickly deal with this and I'll get that done. And actually what happens then is you get a phone call coming in, you think, I'll deal with that as well. Now, if we break down what's happened, really we've been distracted by all these things, thinking I can quickly do this, I'll send that message, I'll take that phone call whilst I'm writing this email here. Then when you come back to the email after you've been distracted by all these things, your brain has to refocus and recalibrate where did it get to, and that state of flow that you might have been in has now been lost. The state of flow is where in the optimal performance level that we're able to achieve. So athletes sometimes will try and get into the zone where they are really at the peak of their performance. And whenever we're trying to do something, if we're going to get the best possible result, we have to focus to get in our flow in order to get the best possible result. So by compartmentalizing time, what I'm doing, I switch everything else off and just focus on getting that thing done, then stack the next thing after that. Now, sometimes that will frustrate other people that I'm with and I'll work with because I'm just zoned into one thing at a time, but it means your productivity level will stay super high. To achieve the best results and be hyper productive, I tend to use the default diary, a little bit like a school timetable where you block out pieces of time. Then during those sections, you stay super focused, don't get distracted by anything else. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water to stay hydrated, and make sure you're moving around as well, so blood is circulating in your body, and that will help you get into the flow in the best state of mind, so you're hyper productive in the time that you have doing the thing that you're doing. Hey, if you're enjoying these Saj daily videos, then what I'd like you to do is click on my face over here to subscribe to the channel, and also click on the bell in order to get the notifications when these videos are being released. Then what to do next is click on this video here, and I'll see you over here on this video next.